In this set of problems, we're just extending a little bit on what we had already done in the problems before with drawing them in standard position. So for 298 degrees, we're going to start here for our initial side. 298 is just a little bit past 270, so somewhere right there. And it's going that direction. Now, the reference angle is the angle between the terminal side and the x-axis, and it's the smaller angle. So it's going to be this one right here. Well, to get that, usually you're going to have to either subtract from 360, subtract from 180, subtract 180 from it. In this one, I'm really asking, if I were to go an entire revolution, that would be 360, how short of that was I? And that would give me that reference angle right there. So if we do let me change colors. If we do 360 degrees minus 298 degrees, that gives me 62 degrees, which would be the reference angle. And we'll work with that a lot more in the next target where, we could actually find sine of 298, cosine of 298, and we would use that 62-degree angle to help us get that. Okay, so then for letter B, we're going in the negative direction, so 0 degrees would be right there. Negative 120 is going to be about right here, and drawing the arrow to show that it's going in the negative direction. So for the reference angle, again, it's terminal side to x-axis, so it's going to be that one right there. And it's always going to be the smaller one, so we would not, want to go all the way here, and it's always to the x-axis. You're not going to find that going to the y-axis or anything like that. So to get that, I really need to say, well, if I were to go this entire distance, it would be 180 degrees. So we want to do 180 degrees minus 120 degrees, which gives me 60 degrees for the reference angle. And then I wanted to stick 37 degrees in here because sometimes students get thrown off by this. So 37 degrees would just be in quadrant 1 right here. And you might say, well, wouldn't that be exactly the same for the reference angle? Because the reference angle is going from the terminal side to the x-axis, and you're right. So the reference angle here would still just be 37 degrees. So, with an angle between 0 and 90 degrees positive, it's going to be whatever that one is. Anytime you end up with a different quadrant or you have a negative angle, you're going to have to do a little bit of work like we did in letters A and B.